This time I'm going to do a DIY back pressure test to find out if my exhaust is clogged up. So there are a couple different ways you can check your exhaust to see if it's clogged up. Of course, if you do have an exhaust blockage or a clog, it's probably in the catalytic converter unless your muffler has failed. So the way that I'm going to test and find out if my exhaust is clogged is to use a back pressure gauge or a back pressure tester. So I'll throw a link to this down in the description if you're interested. I just got this off Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks, and pretty similar to a vacuum gauge kind of setup, except this one is labeled for exhaust flow, if you can see that. And then of course it also comes with the adapter to screw into the oxygen sensor port. So to do this test, I need to remove the forward oxygen sensor, the one between the engine and the front of the catalytic converter, because that's going to tell me if there's an obstruction in the cat itself. There's also, of course, the oxygen sensor after the catalytic converter, but that's not going to tell me if there's any kind of blockage ahead of that. So I'm going to use that forward oxygen sensor in my case because it is a dual exhaust setup. I have 4 oxygen sensors, 2 forward, 2 cats, and then 2 after each cat, or 1 after each cat. So what I'm going to do is remove the forward sensor from one side, do the test, put the oxygen sensor back, and then take the other one out, and then repeat the process. So before trying to take the oxygen sensors out, I'm going to go ahead and blast them real quick with a coat of PB Blaster and let that sit overnight. So it's now the next day. Yesterday or last night I sprayed the oxygen sensors down with a bunch of PB Blaster. And the other thing I'm going to do before I attempt to remove these is go ahead and start the car and let it get hot, because the old oxygen sensors are rusted in there pretty good. So I want to do everything I can to try to loosen those up. Alright, that ought to be good. Alright. Let's see. Alright, guess I'll try more leverage. There we go. Probably been in there a while. This is our, screw this adapter in. Do that first before I connect the hose to it to make it easier. Tighten that up so we get a good seal. So we'll just start this up here and see what kind of reading we get. So this is the idle reading, it looks like. So it's in the green. Looks pretty good. So I just need to rev it up and then see what it says for 2,500 RPM there. Alright, well, this side looks pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the new oxygen sensor in there and then move on to testing the other side just to see if I get the same kind of reading from the other bank. New sensor installed. Now for this side. Alright, this one's probably going to be more difficult. Don't know how I'm going to get anything on that. Not really enough room. Well, it put up a fight, but I did get it out. Okay, finally got this side hooked up. Right about where the driver's side was at idle. Let's see once I rev it out. Alright, I guess I need to watch that back. Alright, well, that looked like it was okay on video. It didn't look like it changed very much on either side, really. So I don't know if it was getting a good reading or not, but that is the exhaust back pressure test. So yeah, I don't know if I did something wrong or not. Didn't seem like I really got very much information from that test. So if you are familiar with these back pressure tests and you saw something that I screwed up, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Like this video if you did, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you next week.